Please don't move it in front of my food.
No,
my
I
face.
was gonna put it in front of mine.
It's still gonna hit me.
It's
It's still gonna hit me. Skylar really want this incense for y'all to see it, but how my asthma set up, that's just not gonna happen.
Oh, why you didn't say this to me? Alright, so this one's definitely yours because I didn't get corn.
That. I literally said that. You said, oh, okay. So we got Chipotle. What? Make sure you talk up because you know how you be doing.
I feel like I'm talking really bad right now. We gonna find out though.
Right? Okay, guys.
Oh my god. Hold up.
For my nipple. Okay.
This shit is so
It's
good.
buzzing.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Earlier. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Sounds good, but. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about.
Why would you say that?
Because we being truthful.
And we do research. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people borderline be thinking we're gay.
Oh yeah, you saw how one of our coworkers looked at us.
Oh yeah.
So Skylar's boob was hard, right? So I touched it. She asked me to touch it to see how it felt. So I'm used to that. Skylar asking me crazy shit, like to try her breast milk. It's not that crazy, but
Not because we're best friends.
I was gonna say it's real familiar because somebody told us when I tried her breast milk, she was like, this girl was like, that shit that the Kardashians would do. But they're sisters, so they're so close that it seems weird to other people, and I get it. But I don't know. Everybody has their own comfort level. So
I feel like that's how I was raised though.
really,
Because that's why I named our Wi-Fi that one time, Keeping Up with the Ratchets. I feel like my family is the ratchet version of the Kardashians.
we real badass because we always eating while we're recording. You notice that? You notice that? We record while we eat a lot of times. Not all the time, but
I'm cooking food.
Let me know when you're ready.
One of these lettuces was not popping. That shit going down my throat the wrong way.
I'm glad I didn't get pico with all of this because for my stomach, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't take no more bites. Is your rice not cooked? Or is it old?
It's not that. It's just something.
Stop taking more bites. What are you doing?
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
We almost were best friends.
So, me and my ex were dating. No, me and my ex were getting to know each other.
These niggas was playing like they were 5.
And like, yeah, me and my ex lived in the same hallway, and we ended up going out together because we.
Is this a you and your ex conversation? You talk about me right
No,
now.
I'm about to get into it. I'm about to get into it. You're gonna see how
It comes to that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we were living on the same hallway, trying to get to know each other, and then one night, me and him were just being playful, and we're like fighting with bottles of lotion.
They were hitting each other with lotion.
Yes. And that was me and Vicky's first encounter. She sees her best friend from high school fighting this girl that she has never met in her life with lotion. And then, yeah.
I think the funny part of that too, like at least my first thoughts of it, it wasn't that it was like out of the ordinary crazy, especially for that person, because he's just a playful person.
Yeah.
But I think it was because I was called over to hang out and our other friend was on the bed chilling by himself, like watching them. So I realized what it really was. What it really was company for him because y'all niggas was doing whatever the fuck y'all was doing. But
really?
I mean, that's not, nobody said that, but now that I think about, like, why are you Because they would hang out sometimes and not always invite me over.
They wouldn't. I would hang out with both of them together.
Exactly.
I thought you came with multiple people.
I came by myself. But
I don't
maybe,
know.
no, hold on.
I don't know
I
why
think it might
I
have been
remembered
one
it
other
was
person.
like you and another girl.
I was about to say, it might have been one other person. I
Aren't
don't
you
remember.
Jada?
Oop.
Uh,
Pause. Tink tink. Are you about to do what you gotta do?
let's pull that over here.
Oh yeah.
You want it next to me or next to you?
He's fine next to the TT. He's fine next to his TT. Say hi to the people, Trey.
It's two poets.
Hey, my Tink Tink. Hey, my baby. Hey, my Tink Tink. Hey, my baby.
Alright.
Ooh, hey. I almost hit you in the head. Whoop. Okay. So yeah, so that's why I think there was somebody with me. It could have been Jada, could have been Kristen, it could have been any of them niggas. But
I honestly didn't really pay much attention to her or the other girls that night. I was just focused on.
of course she wasn't paying attention to us. Anyway, fast forward to the next situation. But she did pay attention to me.
Don't say it like that. It was just because, like, I just wasn't thinking anything of it, you know? But anyway.
She wasn't trying to be friends with us.
Now that Vicky knows me, she understands. I don't like making new friends. I have anxiety. You know,
That's fair. That's true. At the same time, it's still like, you're good at making friends,
I am.
but you have to be in the mood for it.
I had no idea. I'm not in the mood that night.
That's me too, though. That's real.
That is you too.
If I'm in a bad mood, I'd be like, time to be quiet. Like, there ain't nothing to say. You okay? You looking at the food like, but where's mine?
He
though?
is starting to watch food like that. But, like, anyway, fast forward. We like, what's it called? The next time I met her was again, like a situation with my ex. Like, we were all celebrating somebody's birthday.
Oh, let me interject with that.
Okay.
So, how we're connected initially is because her ex is my high school best friend. And we went to the same college. Anyway, I'm not going to give their backstory, but anyway.
Yeah.
We went to the
You
same
see?
college.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is really easy to give like your relationship backstory.
Yeah, because that's how we started.
Okay, so.
But anyway, we, what's it called? So, one of his friends was having a birthday thing at a hotel.
Hotel pod.
Should we really say what it was?
It was really a smoke back. It's really
For
what it
somebody's
was.
birthday in a hotel room. Because, you know, we was cheap college students.
And it
A
was
hotel
it
was
was a
cheap.
motel room. Not a hotel. It was a motel. If we're being honest, but it was fun.
But you know what's really crazy? What y'all don't know, that motel is where there used to be a Marriott there.
I don't remember where it
And
was.
my dad used to manage that Marriott.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's all.
But anyway, I was with my best friend at the time, and
I was with our current friends.
that's true. Really, it was. Oh no,
Jada.
Jada.
I think,
Kristen was there. Or was just you and Jada?
was Ruth there?
I
I definitely know Jada was there.
Mhm.
Cause niggas, my friends used to see Jada, and they'll be like, Jada, you gonna see this? They'd be like, well, all my friends damn near, clearly. They'd be like, oh my god, she's just so beautiful. Vicky, can you what?
So I heard about I was hearing things about Vicky through my ex, but I had never really
Y'all
met
see
her.
how she said my name when she remember about Vicky.
Stop. And so I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. But I wasn't thinking nothing of it. And
So
then
y'all was blowing in my face. You got me fucked up.
and then I said,
Move it over there.
but you don't want to put it over there.
I know, but then the fan was over here.
Anyway, so then I just didn't think anything of it. I really felt like my ex was into me. I wasn't really worried about the female best friend thing. That's what I needed. I needed to burn. So then, oh, that lighting though.
Mhm. That glow, that.
Yeah. Hey, that's fancy beauty. What's it called? But
the car ride.
no, it wasn't a car ride.
It wasn't the car ride.
Wait, we rode in the car.
We rode in the same car.
I don't remember that part.
I remember that part because that's when I think I kind of tried to talk to you. I thought that's when you said she.
Wait,
looked
was
like
I sitting in the front or were you sitting in the front?
I think we were all sitting in the back and like lapped up. Like I don't know who the fuck was sitting in the front. If we're being, I think it was one of the guys.
Oh my God, you're so right. I forgot about that. Okay, let me just say something. That is when in the car ride, that's when I was like, I don't know about this bitch. Not that she's a bitch right now, but like I was like, you know, like who the fuck is this?
But why were you like that? All right, go ahead.
Because I was hearing shit about you, and I was like,
no, I haven't met her like
but
that.
This is the girl best friend, so you automatically, if you
like,
do
all right,
have a girl best friend, who is the girl best
Who is
friend,
she?
and
Let
can I
me
really
be her.
trust her to be just a best friend?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, right? So then I'm like, so then what made me like that when we were lapped up, me and Vicky were the only two on top of people. And I just
skinny
felt,
as fuck.
right?
No,
I was,
Jada's small too. I don't know why. She probably just didn't.
but Jada's thighs might have been thicker.
No,
but then she also didn't want.
You know Jada. She
Yeah.
probably wanted to sit where she wanted to
But
sit.
I almost felt like we were equals, and I was like, damn, he liked her. That's when my initial thoughts were going. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just see, right? So, but I will say this. At any point, my ex, at any point I had insecurities about that, he would tell me that it wasn't like that, and he would act upon that. And I feel like that's something we'll get into later, and you'll explain that, because I think he came to you about it.
Okay.
So anyway,
I don't remember. Okay, let's go.
I feel like you will.
Once you say it.
Yeah. So, anyway, and that's how I was going in my head. Then I was like, we get out, we're chilling, we're all smoking or whatever, and then Vicky,
we have so
I think,
much story to tell, bro.
I
We
know.
still at like the second point.
but me and Vicky were like, she was like, I think she had said hi to me or something.
Yeah, tried to spark conversation. I don't even remember what I said, to be honest. But
And then-
I brought up that I like penguins. If anybody knows
Yes.
this, I love penguins. Like, if you want to give me a gift, for a minute, I was only getting penguin gifts because I feel like everybody knew I love them so much. Anyway, go ahead.
So, what's it called? Oh, Trey has a penguin.
You have a penguin?
Yes, of course you do. I
You
got it.
like that
I got it
penguin,
because of
baby.
you.
Oh,
I was
you got
like-
it. You got the penguin one? You want your penguin?
Where's it?
You want your penguin? You want your penguin?
That's in the room. Let me go get it.
Okay. You know what's funny about Trey? Like his mom, and probably like his dad, when he's resting, their eyebrows just automatically furry. Like, he probably
way.
thinking about something, but you too close. You gonna have to fix the lip.
How do we know when it's, oh, we only have like 56, 55, 54 seconds.
We're back. Hey, part two.
We're crazy.
The fact that we go back to normal so easily shows you when somebody's crazy. If they flip the switch like code switching, like it ain't nothing.
We're crazy, y'all.
You know what's sad is it feels like so much.
I know, but I can't stop eating.
Exactly. Like I was saying, my favorite animal is a penguin. And to Skylar saying,
I go to my best friend at the time, and I was like, Helen, she looked like a damn penguin. And me and Helen are
cracking up, right? That's why I took her best friend, bitch. How did you kidding? Edit that out. I'm just being an asshole, and I apologize because Skylar can be friends with anybody she chooses. She's her own person. Happy New Year.
I'm not editing it out.
No.
Because you wanna know what?
But
I'm always telling people I'm not the only crazy one in this picture. And y'all just saw that shit firsthand. She crazy, y'all. That's how niggas be.
Ebony knows I'm crazy, doesn't she? Doesn't she? Her and my coworker be booed up on the big kid playground while I'm on the little kid playground. Cause I'm with the little kids.
Stop. You got a whole fake best friend, so.
We not getting into this. We not getting into this. So she said I look like a penguin. So let's fast forward a little bit because I don't really remember what happens after. How did we get each other's number? And why?
I know how. I don't know how we got each other's number. I think maybe that night we got each other's numbers. I don't know. Somehow we got each other's number. And no. That's not how. I feel like you were trying to connect over poetry. And I think Shiv gave you his number.
Yeah.
I mean my number. But anyway, that's initially how we connected.
Were we planning something? Because I kind of feel like it was planning something. I know we connected over poetry, but...
No, we just literally... That initial, you were just like, hey, like, we were just talking. And then you were like, hey, do poetry? What if we try writing a poem together? Blah, blah, blah. And that's how yin and yang came about, so...
Wow.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, that works. I don't really remember, but it sounds accurate.
You remember the first performance we had? The very, very first performance we had. It was the very first time anybody ever asked. It was kind of like at night. And she was like, are y'all best friends? And we were like, nah, we just do poetry together or some shit like that, you know?
I barely remember that.
And, yeah, so then after that, I think we both kind of like
No, we were good for a minute.
thought about that.
Because we moved in together.
Yeah, but I feel like we kind of both thought about that. And then whenever later into our relationship, as people started asking us again and again, we were going, yeah, that is my best friend. But what really made us best friends was the summer 2015.
Yeah. The struggle. The struggle. People bond over struggle, alright guys? And we were trying to do a lot of fundraisers for Soul and Honey that we didn't, I don't know, there's a lot of things we didn't know and we were really big on the execution, but probably, I don't know, could have done more research or you just get that with experience too though.
It was our first business.
Yep.
We already went through that first business thing.
Been there, done that, moved on,
made money from it. It was successful. We definitely profited over Soul and Honey, but
yeah. I feel like if we continued, if Soul and Honey was here now, ATL, yeah, wouldn't be
I feel
ready.
like we would really,
We'd be great curators.
we would be on phenomenal right now. We would literally blow. I feel like we would do some damage, bro.
I think we can, we were still talking about doing a show one day. So we'll see. Y'all may
One day, we might spring Soul and Honey.
One day.
One day. Comment below or thumbs up this video if you're here for a Soul and Honey reunion.
Yes, Soul and Honey reunion.
That would be.
Our teams are ready, down for it. So.
Anyway, we bonded over Soul and Honey. We bonded over mid breakups. We bonded over
breakups, makeups.
We bonded. We just bonded. We just
Family, everything.
We just, and then people would always be like, "Oh, y'all Bestfranns," or "Oh, y'all are so cute." And what really did it for us, I think, was their nigga love you.
Oh yeah, you gotta pack up. Then people started asking us if we were twins, and hearing that enough, but niggas was acting like, "Can I smash both of y'all?" type shit, like real disrespectful type.
People
shit.
get real rude.
I feel bad for twins.
We honestly know what it feels like to be twins at this point. The only thing we don't know is like growing up
together. Yeah, that'd be growing. But that's why we're best friends. I think too. Life experiences. I feel different.
Yeah.
We're kind of the same. We're similar. So yeah, so like she said, Dear Nigga Like You is a poem we wrote together that will probably drop a link or recording to that as well. Or maybe we film that.
Maybe we do a visual for that.
Yeah.
Now we're to the part, the juicy part.
Yeah.
The title. We were almost not best friends. So the reason we were almost not best friends is because Soul and Honey was popping and then depression hit. And when I'm depressed, I just stop things. I stop everything in my life. And yellow. Like, I'm also realizing how sensitive I am now and things like that.
Have to stop that when you're talking about your feelings. Because we get quiet when we talk about our feelings. Work your face. But yeah, no, Skylar definitely was going through that wave. And there's also certain things, like when you're running a business, that shit is not easy. And for me, one, leadership, learning how to effectively and properly do that. And for me, mine was more depression. I wasn't really in a state of depression at that point, but my anxiety during certain things I would micromanage because of anxiety too. Because I didn't know how to be a good communicator.
I think in the end it came out, I cared so much about Soul and Honey. And Vicky cared so much. Right? It's because of how you look at me. And then Vicky also cared so much about Soul and Honey that I took Soul and Honey on as my baby.
Yeah.
When it was Vicky's baby. It's almost like, this is
like
actually
Trey.
It's Trey. It's like, this is my baby. Like, I birthed him. But that's also Vicky's baby.
I love this little thing.
Like, that is Vicky's, she is the third parent in this scenario. Like, she could have birthed him her damn self, you know? So, but that's pretty much how, that's pretty much how Soul and Honey was. But at the time, that wasn't something we kind of like really communicated or understood. And so we would have moments where it was hard.
And it was really passive aggressive too.
Very.
It was so passive aggressive, so it almost became more business like. But we was trying to still be there for each other.
Trying to be best friends.
Trying to force it
until it blew up.
Yeah. So that happened. Then to add fire to the flame. Then Conscious Collective came.
Conscious Collective. I became president. Okay, she was already president of Soul Honey. She became vice president of it. I felt like I would do things out of spite. Out of spite. Like not communicate well with her because I wanted her to communicate better with Soul and Honey. And then she would, I don't know if it was out of spite, but then she was either so focused on Soul and Honey, so focused on her depression and her, what she goes through mentally. Or that let me see.
I pulled back.
Yeah, she pulled back specifically from Conscious Collective.
You were so mad too, but
and then she like dropped out.
I didn't even feel like I was doing anything. for Conscious Collective, and that was like part of at least my feelings for that. But before I dropped out of Conscious Collective, I was having family problems and had to move off campus, and that created a bigger rift between us. One, Skylar didn't want me to go, and her decisions are valid because, I mean, everything happens for a reason, but I could have stayed in the dorm basically.
I think if we would have stayed, that would have been interesting. I don't think we would have been as solid as we are.
I think we need the space to grow. But yeah, so that happened, and I started feeling replaced a little bit because Skylar got closer to our other roommate, and when I get into my depression, which I'm even learning now is still battle, we can talk about what happened when I was sick and got angry at Skylar. But what I do is I do social isolation, and isolation. Thank you. Yeah, and I just felt like really far away from you guys. And at that point, I was working a lot. I was like, you know what? Time to let this bitch go. And I quit.
Yeah, she quit Conscious Collective, and I was pissed. So then after that, I was like, because I was frustrated too, because there were so many times we had talked about
and I didn't
me
want
quitting
you to.
Soul Honey, and you didn't want to because you secretly, even if I wasn't doing anything, you needed me there.
Yeah, I wanted you to be a part. Yeah. Or just be a part of it because it wouldn't feel the same without you.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel the same without her. But because she eventually like left Soul Honey.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, that was hard. And it was very different. I mean, I still had stuff for Soul Honey, like shows and stuff like that. But I ended up disbanding it.
And it was doing so good.
It was so good.
We have literally.
Do not cry. Look at Mr. Raymond's face. Trey, go hug your mother. He's looking at his fingers right now, so he's occupied.
Oh my god, no.
Okay.
I feel like that was so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. I was so angry. I was so upset about everything. And
then,
so I dropped out.
On top of that, your relationship with your ex, that was a very... Read her book. You'll get more understanding of how she feels.
The end.
In that, let me get one of those real quick.